Alright guys, Tom here and welcome to a new video, and today I'm doing my Raw preview for Monday Night Raw for the 18th of November 2013. Apologies if I do kind of sound a bit ill. Some wanker gave me a cold at college, so apologies about that. My videos might be a bit slow in the next coming days because I'm still recovering from a cold, so sorry about that. It's probably the reason I haven't really uploaded for the last few days, but that's the reasons my voice sounds really weird. But hopefully you enjoy this video. Subscribe at the bottom of this video and you can subscribe for Raw previews every single week because you guys absolutely love my Raw previews, and I cannot wait to do this week's Raw preview because Raw goes country this week, guys. What will unfold when WWE Monday Night Raw rolls into Nashville for a special country edition? Don't miss the final Raw live from Music City for the 27th annual Survivor Series, and tweet your thoughts with hashtag #RawCountry. So, Monday Night Raw for the 18th of November 2013. Where is Monday Night Raw? Bridgestone Arena, Nashville, Tennessee, of course. When? 8/7 Central, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, and 1 UK. Channel, there's a link in the comment section. I'll post it in the comment section for a HD live stream, and there'll also be a link to a HD full show link if you want to watch Raw after the show when it's not live. So, going home show for Survivor Series 2013 is, of course, tonight on Monday Night Raw. With only 3 matches confirmed so far for the pay-per-view on Sunday, expect an action-packed Monday Night Raw, as there is space for at least 3 to 4 matches for the card, because obviously most pay-per-views have 6 to 7 matches on the match card, and we only have 3 so far, which is about half as what we normally have. So there's going to be about 3 to 4 matches added to the card tonight on Monday Night Raw, which is pretty exciting. So do count on some goofy antics like Santino Marella pulling out a Cobra sock, puppets with a cowboy hat on, as well as some big names making appearances such as John Reddick of the Oakland Athletics. There was actually rumours of Mickie James appearing tonight on Monday Night Raw because she was down in the NXT Center. Road Dogg also tweeted that he'll be appearing tonight on Monday Night Raw. Florida Georgia Line, their music was on the promo for tonight's Monday Night Raw, so it's heavily rumoured they will be on tonight's Monday Night Raw, the band. And there is a possible return of Wade Barrett, as he was on the actual dark match for Monday Night Raw last week, and I did actually see him at a house show on Tuesday, so it is apparent that Wade Barrett may be returning to Monday Night Raw this week, guys, and it could be tonight on Monday Night Raw just before the pay-per-view. This should bring in some much needed ratings for the last Raw before Sunday, get people interested and tuned in for the pay-per-view, so bring in some big names, and hopefully some more people will be interested in tonight's Monday Night Raw because they've been heavily advertising it all over social media this day. So, the Authority. When Raw went to Manchester last week, Triple H and Stephanie didn't make the trip and left Kane in charge, or what they thought. Things did obviously not go to plan, as Kane, Vicky, and Brad Manock spent the whole episode bickering over matches and just decisions that needed to be made all the night. It also caused the handpicked face of the WWE, Randy Orton, to go through the announce table in the first segment thanks to the Big Show, which may alter the chances of the Apex Predator winning on Sunday. Expect the McMahons to return angry at both Manox, Vicky Guerrero, and Big Show. Kane may possibly be told to teach Brad, Vicky, and Big Show a lesson, or the McMahons may take their anger out on superstars by picking them in challenging matches like they did after SummerSlam. Whatever happens, the McMahons need to continue establishing Kane as their heavy and keep the heel work going. With Survivor Series on Sunday and the McMahons missing last week on Raw, tonight shall see Triple H and Stephanie McMahon trying their best to stay as relevant as possible for the current week in the WWE. So expect a lot of tonight's Monday Night Raw to be about Stephanie McMahon, Triple H, and Kane to establish themselves as still the top guys in the WWE. As Survivor Series, you could easily forget about people like Triple H, Stephanie, and Kane, who aren't really in matches but are still really top people in the WWE, so they're going to try and stay as relevant as they can on tonight's Monday Night Raw and the coming week on SmackDown, etc. Randy Orton. With my prediction of Randy Orton retaining on Sunday, expect WWE to heavily concentrate on Randy Orton's injury from last week's Raw when he went through the announce table thanks to Big Show. By telling the story of the injury multiple times will lead to many fans believing Big Show may win on Sunday, increasing the buy rates because, of course, people love to see a face win, and especially a championship change like the WWE Championship. When Orton probably wins on Sunday, it will put over Orton well by overcoming an injury and create a swerve that many fans don't expect, as they thought Big Show was obviously going to win. So that'll create a nice swerve in there, but it'll also make people probably buy the pay-per-view more, as they can easily see Big Show winning because Randy Orton is taped up. Also, talking about Big Show, with Big Show already gaining a lot of momentum in the last few weeks, WWE must keep this up. WWE could easily drop the ball here to keep fans interested in this WWE Championship match on Sunday. They need to make the face Big Show look as strong as possible. With all the screw job finishes on Daniel Bryan on numerous occasions, fans want a believable title match where the face could finally win. Making Big Show as strong as possible on tonight's Monday Night Raw will make people tune in on Sunday and interested in the pay-per-view. If they finish tonight's Monday Night Raw with the heel Randy Orton on top, many people are not going to give a fuck for this match, as Orton's already the champ. It's not interesting if we're just going to see Randy Orton retain. So make Big Show look strong on tonight's Monday Night Raw, so more people believe that he might win on Sunday, and it could make for a more interesting main event. Also, the Wyatts versus CM Punk and Daniel Bryan. This could go either way tonight, guys. They have been pushing Daniel Bryan and CM Punk for the last few weeks, so they could easily get as over as possible. They will likely put over the Wyatts on Sunday, however, so they've been putting CM Punk and Daniel Bryan as over as possible, so when they put over the Wyatts on Sunday, Daniel Bryan and CM Punk don't lose a lot of momentum. This could mean CM Punk and Daniel Bryan look the strongest after tonight, so they keep up their momentum, or WWE may hint at the possibility of the Wyatts winning by possibly attacking Bryan and Punk on Monday Night Raw. This match could easily turn into a 6-on-6 traditional Survivor Series match, because obviously we don't have one yet, where Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, the Usos and Cody Rhodes and Goldust versus the Shield and the Wyatts. This has a lot more spark to it than the tag match between Daniel Bryan, CM Punk and the Wyatt family. So far, we don't have a traditional Survivor Series match, so this is more likely to happen rather than the tag match. So they may alter that match tonight on Monday Night Raw. So do expect that to be announced tonight, because I think that'll be an epic match. We had a good triple tag match on the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, and I just think this is add a really good spark to the actual match. Also, John Cena versus Alberto Del Rio. Hardly any build will go into this tonight, guys. With Cena obviously winning on Sunday and fans sick of Del Rio in the title picture, WWE aren't using this match to advertise the pay-per-view. Expect the show tonight to hardly even mention this match, as build is needed for at least 3 new matches, and the World Heavyweight Championship is already built good enough where Cena is obviously going to win. Also, Curtis Axel surprisingly is still the Intercontinental Champion, and WWE, they threw a good match for the title last week on Raw with Ziggler and Curtis Axel. I wouldn't be surprised if WWE booked Ziggler for one more match against Curtis Axel at Survivor Series. The Manchester fans heavily booed Axel after the win last week when he retained his title against Ziggler. As Ziggler pretty much carried the whole match, but then Curtis Axel won with his finisher. Will WWE wisely give Ziggler a match at Survivor Series, as Ziggler would do well with the IC title right now in the WWE, because Curtis Axel isn't really doing anything. It'd be a huge shame if he didn't actually defend it on the pay-per-view this Sunday, and I think it'd be perfect to give it to Ziggler. Give him one more match. It could be announced tonight on Monday Night Raw. Tamina Snuka and AJ Lee versus the Bella Twins, likely to happen at Survivor Series, as the Divas title has not been used at all for the last month. Throwing a Divas match in there wouldn't make any sense at all, and it'd be much better to add a 5-minute tag match where it could keep the Divas busy and an opportunity to promote Total Divas. Expect this match to be announced tonight. In addition, WWE is asking fans to vote for which submission hold they want to see simulated on WWE 2K14. Will fans vote for the cross-arm breaker, the Anaconda Vice, the Yes Lock, or Natalia's finisher? Obviously, the Yes Lock is probably going to win here. All in all, it could be a great show tonight, guys. They could easily, though, drop the ball and book 1 or 2 matches that won't really make sense, like the Divas match and Dean Ambrose having a pointless United States match or something like that. Last year's Survivor Series was terrible with the match, which was terrible. It was like Team Ziggler versus Miz. It was just embarrassing. Last year's Survivor Series, of course, was terrible. So hopefully the last Monday Night Raw before this year's show is good, as I'm excited to see what Survivor Series 2013 has to offer, as we have some decent matches already on the card. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, guys. Thanks for watching, subscribe, and goodbye.